David here from Above AVL, and in this video we're going to take a look at the ADJ Net4 DMX node. So the ADJ Net4 is one of the latest products from ADJ. One of those that got introduced quite a while before it actually came out, but now it's out and now we can talk about it and it's pretty cool. We just opened the box on this guy, just came in. In the box, you're gonna have a power cord. You got some nice rubber feet. Most importantly, you have the node itself. Okay, so let's take a look at this guy. There's a couple things that differentiate the Net4 from other nodes, such as the Net8. The Net8 is rack mount only. The Net4 has a lot more options. So we can see here, it's got screws on the bottom for use with the Aria shelf mount from ADJ. Looks suspiciously like the Netron Net shelf, but we're not gonna talk about that. Then you have a M12 mounting hole that you can also look through, which is actually kind of fun. An M10 on the other side on the top. Okay, then let's see. Any mounts on the side? Nope, but we do have a safety cable loop right here, which is super handy. And then you're off to the races. Things that are pretty awesome about this is it feels nice. They've got a nice case on this. And I mean, the price point that these things hit for a 4-port ArtNet or SACN node is amazing. It's got PoE power, so you can power it off of PoE from Ethernet. And then it's got a switch to pass through to another item as well. Keep in mind, it's a network switch, so if this isn't powered on, it's not gonna pass data. You typically don't wanna cascade more than about 10 Ethernet devices together coming off the in and outs of each other. So be aware of that. But on the back, we have 4 5-pin DMX ports. We have a power button, which thankfully, just like its friend the Net8, does nothing if you're using PoE. I am thankful at least that even if you're powering it off the power cable, they stuck it on the back so that the power button hopefully does not get hit on accident at times that it shouldn't. And then we've got a power input and throughput. Now it is nice that they did a true 1 throughput, super handy, like we've seen with the new Netron NXW, which again is not, necessarily in relation to this node. It's got a power con in and through. So you can literally come true 1, into your Netron, into your NXW from Onyx, right? And then if you needed a node at front of house, you could just true 1 out of there into this node, and then you could true 1 out of here into, an NXP or whatever. Pretty cool. If you have a lot of gear, you're not having a lot of power strips, makes it nice and clean and easy. But the real strength in any node, right, is what can it do? A pretty picture isn't much. So on the display, we've got some basic setups here, and it essentially has the same setup and the same capabilities as the Net8 as far as I can tell. So you're able to go ahead and set some basic stuff about what happens. You can use it as a DMX splitter, so 1 port in, the rest out. You can use it, you can set what happens when signal's lost, indicators, stuff like that, the label. All of this you can also get to on the computer. In terms of capabilities, if we go to ports, it has pretty basic capabilities. So this is one place where this really differentiates you from something like the Netron EN4. Again, looks, relatively similar, not saying that they're related. And the Net4 basically does input, output, and off. If you want to do a lot of stuff, if you want to do merging, if you want to do, fancier things like that, the Net4 is not going to do that. However, I would argue that in a large variety of different ArtNet nodes that are out there in the world, most people are not merging with them, right? Most people are not doing fancy stuff. It's just, hey, bring this universe in, send it out. Bring this universe in, send it out, right? Nice and simple. Out of the box, let's take a look at how it's set up out of the box. So we go back. I'm gonna go to Ethernet on the menu. I realize you can't see this, or network. The menu and the knob is really nice. It feels great, it works well. And so by default, it's set to a static IP address in the 2 dot range, not surprising. So this one was set to 2.137.193.215. So you can plug and play with like Onyx, for example, or any Onyx console. If you popped it into EtherDMX for the IP address on Onyx, then boom, it would connect right up, good to go. You could totally set it to any static IP address, any dynamic IP address as well. So you've got that option. But yeah, I mean, these look really great. I'm gonna be honest. We've been waiting a long time for these nodes from ADJ. I can't say that enough. But the Net4 and the Net8 as well, which we reviewed, we'll link to that video below, are just both really great options. It feels like a really good quality piece. The software is easy to navigate and works well. It has a web interface. What it's missing is some of those premium features, like the ability to, at least at the time of this recording, use the Netron Central utility to find these nodes and to be able to set them up in mass really easily. It doesn't have that, right? If you want to do a lot of merging and some more complex things with merging and queues and stuff like that, you know, this can do some basic queues, but it can't do the complicated stuff, you know, and so for everything, there's a purpose, right? And you know, what these nodes do, the Net4 and also the Net8, is they hit an absolutely absurd price point for a 4-port or an 8-port node. They feel rugged. The build quality is really nice on these. They boot up fast. The software is easy to navigate. What's not to love? So check out the ADJ Net4 over at Above AVL if you're watching this. If you need one, come buy it from us. Feel free to add it to your cart and request a quote, or email us anytime at gear@aboveavl.com. We love to help people find exactly what they need and get it into their hands. Whether it's this or something else, let us be your guide to all things lighting, audio, and video. We'd love to help. Thanks.